Kalimera, Kalispera, whatever time you're watching. This is Mappa. Boys and girls, or whatever you identify yourself as these days. I've got something really off-putting and worrying to tell you all. 2024 isn't real. It's not real.
Pretty much, yeah. We're all going to wake up, and it's going to be 2011. We're going to be doing Jaeger bombs at uni still.
We're living in a simulation, as you said at the beginning when we got on the stream before we went live.
Yeah.
I don't know what is going on. Like, forget what's happening in the world, current affairs. What is happening in Cyprus with this league of ours? It's not real. It's AI or it's something. It's something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's.
Je ne comprends pas.
Yeah. Je ne comprends pas. Rien. Qu'est-ce que c'était ça? Qu'est-ce que c'était ça que c'est ici? Means what is this thing here that's here?
Yes, because I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I really don't know. And it's come to a point where there are people messaging me that aren't involved in Cypriot football, or I've just kept an eye on Cypriot football, and they're messaging me saying, what the hell is going on still? And I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know.
It's very difficult to say. It's very difficult to say.
It's horrible. But at the same time, it's great for the viewers, isn't it?
It is. The content or the content. We are here to deliver the content.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. So, thank you for everyone tuning in. I don't know what's happening, but I couldn't. Oh, okay. I thought we had a problem with Instagram, but we are live on Instagram now.
Hey.
I thought there was a problem with Instagram, but it's working now. So again, it's 2024, and I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. For me to have technical problems, it's wild. Mario, I don't
look like this on Twitter. look at this face. Look at this face. Oh, look at him. No, he's nice and happy, little smiley man.
Let me go to mine. No, I'm okay. Mine's okay.
So it's my phone that's being shit then. Decided to stop right where it could, well, right where you were smiling.
There's a comment that Mario has put up, and I'm not gonna put it up on the screen because I don't want a strike, a community strike on YouTube. I might wait another 10 minutes to put it up, but I'm not going to do it just yet. But what we are going to do, Thasso, is the rest of the draw that we kind of missed out yesterday because of a little bit of an administrative.
Let's not sugarcoat it. I fucked up, right? And we're going to
not really. It was a collective fuck up because I didn't keep my eye on the ball because I was too busy updating things, and Pedro was too busy thinking about what to wear today because clearly before we jumped on the stream he wasn't wearing anything. And again, I can't unsee these things anymore. You know, we did know Choftis a couple of years ago, and Stefano came on topless, and it scarred me. This from Pedro is horrible. It's horrible.
Sim Tandy just joined on Instagram, so he's just heard you talk about Pedro like that. Also, Alex, and they say that Cypriot football doesn't offer theama. They do not say that. They say the opposite of that. They say the opposite of that. I can tell you that for a fact. Right.
I don't know whether it's just remarkably entertaining, remarkably corrupt, or just batshit crazy. It's probably all three.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Anyway, back to the draw, because again, let's not worry about that just yet. Let's worry about the draw first. And we've got a few things to give out. First of all, let's go with the Stoa Podosfero. We've got two prizes available. Tasso, do you want to remind the viewers what this is?
Oh yes. So Stoa do Podosfero is a lovely little place in the you can go to eat, and if you win one of the two draws that we're going to do today, that will get you a table for two for a meat meze, but only at night. So you can only go in the evening.
Who eats meat meze in the morning?
I know, right? Hello, I would like a meat meze, please. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, sir. Yeah, you heard me.
Mind you, it's like if you ever go to Benidorm, you've got a load of Brits sitting there at 8 o'clock in the morning outside a pub.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, what is an English breakfast if it's not a meat meze in the morning?
Bangers mash, beans,
bacon.
I don't eat bacon.
Other stuff. Yeah, but yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Sorry.
No. Yeah.
So, shall we spin the wheel, young man?
I am ready to spin the wheel.
What on earth is happening here? Can we? Oh no! No!
How are you doing?
How do I do it?
Oh, there we go.
I actually listen. I almost gave myself a heart attack. I feel sorry for the viewers seeing my ugly mug.
Right, are you ready?
I am. I'm going to be ready in just a moment because I've got new music. Let's go.
Oh. What?
This doesn't sound like good music. George Philippides. I don't like the sound, and unfortunately, I don't have the music from last night's, and nor the applause. So it's not going to be very exciting. But
okay. Well, hold on. I'll do the yelling.
I can do something when the music what's it called, when the thing comes up. 1 minute.
Yeah, Golyu wins the second one. There you go.
Is this the Georgia I think it is?
I don't know. Is it? Ask her.
I think it's the Georgia I think it is. I think it is anyway. Okay. Well, congratulations, people. Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. Right. So what's the next one, young man?
We've got Paphos Home Market DIY.
Come on, the DIY.
Yes.
It's what Pedro does most evenings.
Here we go.
Sorry, wrong one.
Now we've got it. Efrem Dimitriou. Do.
Come on. How much was it? Was it 20 euros?
What do you mean? Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. So I didn't even say what the prize was. Yeah. So Paphos Home Market DIY is a coupon for 20 euros spending at the Paphos Home Market DIY.
Excellent.
There you go.
Right. What is the next one, young man? Is it the
next one?
Crips?
It is from Corina PepsiCo. We've got a gift bag of different Lay's products, and the pickup is from Le Maison.
And we know that Lay's is the goat of crisps.
It is.
Spin the wheel, boy. Spin the wheel, boy. And the winner is
Michaela Rapidos.
He's the love machine.
Nice one.
Congratulations, Michael, the
There
love
we go.
machine. Mr.
Now,
Lover.
Now the next one, we've got nuts, etc. We've got a 35 euro a gift box.
35?
35 euro.
Man, I must have entered.
Ah,
Okay,
you
let's
like
go.
some nuts.
The ones that grow. Grow on the ground, not in the sack.
There you go, Naya Evgeniu.
Ah, that's a new name.
Yeah, that's the point.
Do you know this person? Do you
No.
know them? Do you know
No.
them? Ah, okay. Congratulations.
And
Congratulations.
and last but not least, we've got that body waist support pillow that Pedro likes so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Pedro hasn't used it. You will need to get an LED light to go over it. Anyway, let's rock.
Adonis Yanakas. Woo! And there we go.
There you go. Wonderful.
There we go. See, that was organized and not at all catastrophic. That worked out right, didn't it?
No, yes, I'm very pleased with that. I'm very pleased with that.
Yeah, too.
Yeah. So we still got 35 people watching. I can't believe it. So without any further ado, shall we go for our top 6 party? Do you know what? I didn't even make notes on goal scorers and everything because it just hurt my feelings. It hurt my brain. It hurt my feelings.
Have you at least got the highlights? Because I haven't seen the highlights.
I have the highlights. I have the highlights.
All right. Okay.
Come on, let's.
All right.
Pray for me.
Go. Let's go.
Right, this was Othello against Ethnigo Achna. I ended up 2-1 to Othello. Goals from Nardini and Pich before. Who scored the Ethnigo goal? I don't even know. Does it even matter anymore?
It's
really
Peratikos.
Peratikos, thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay. Next game, Doxa against Salamina. Ended up 1-0 to Doxa. Happy days for Doxa. Well, not really. But then the next one was Ayes beating. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Karmiotissa.
No. Stop. I know Karmiotissa won because I've just checked it, and I should have reminded I should have known anyway, given all the nonsense that's been going on. Ayes blew a 2-goal lead and ended up losing 5-2 against Karmiotissa. And we're going to discuss this one in a bit of detail afterwards. But Thasso, while these goals go in a word, just humor me. Is it acceptable to blow 2-0 lead and lose 5-2?
I mean, no. No, it shouldn't be acceptable at all. Yeah.
Okay.
Considering 2 of the goals as well conceded after the 80th minute. By the way, it was Zlati's goal is a banger. So
it's a peach. It's an utter peach. And Apollon won the derby 4-1, probably the most insignificant Limassol derby ever. 2 from Marquez, 1 from Bakenga, 1 from Adoni. Minchev pulled on back. But
defensively, the IL, like whoever was in goal, I think it was Arnesti was in goal, wasn't he?
Lenidi Christos Arnesti, as I keep saying.
Well, that was a disaster, man. I don't know what the hell he was doing there. But yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah. Yep. And then we've got to wait for the IL goal to go in. There we go. There we go. Ruslan will be happy with that. There we go.
Will he though? Will he be happy with that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Ethnigo drew 3-3 against Apollon. Ethnigo went 2-0 out through Mario Ilia and Cabrera. Pakenga then scored twice to put it level. Ilia then made it 3-2 before Pakenga completed his hat-trick in injury time. Not a bad game, actually, to be honest, given the circumstances. 2 teams with literally nothing to play for. But yeah, good game overall. And Cabrera got on the score sheet. And thanks to our friends at the Rangers Journal, they gave us a bit of a mention when they were doing their scouting report on Cabrera. Don't say we didn't tell you guys about this player. He's a baller. Right, next game. Is against Doxa. Fantastic victory for Doxa. Coming from a goal down, Sabo gave Is the lead. Sifnil scored an own goal. Drujic made it 2-1. Josividis made it 2-2. And then Drujic in the final minutes made it 3-2. But your mate Adoni had a... Sorry, it wasn't Adoni. What we're talking about? It was Adenon scored a goal, which was given as offside, which I'm sure we're going to talk about in just a moment. But yeah, good win for Doxa, and they held on to get the 3 points. But before we move on, let's talk about that Adenon goal, by the way, because I know you put up a tweet. You put up a... See, my head is all over the place. This is what I'm talking about. It's not 2024 is not real there. It's not real. It's not real. in any walk of life, I would never be making this amount of mistakes. Not so soon in a podcast. Not 17 minutes into a podcast. I wouldn't be slurring my words. I haven't taken drugs in many years. I haven't had alcohol in many years. It's just a head fuck. I'm sorry. It's the first time I swore now.
Oh God, yeah. So this is a light one to start you off with, guys. But Khaled Adenon, Doxa legend. Let's put it there, right? So the Doxa legend. No, he's got. Have you checked how many appearances he's got for Doxa? He's got something like 70 appearances for him. So he's played a lot for them, and it's 2 times now since he re-signed for them in January. He's been given like a really weird offside decision when he scored. So it's just really weird. They seem to be picking on him, but they didn't. I was watching this game and they gave the offside, and then they showed the replay, gave the offside, and then no lines, no nothing. Just that's offside. All right, there we go. We've moved on. I was like, what? And then I did the screenshot, and I'm looking, and there's no way, there's no way that they can give that offside. I mean, in the end, Doxa ended up winning anyway, so it's not so bad for him. But obviously, it's a shame for Adenon, man. He's not had a good time over the last season and a half. So it would have been nice for him. But yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on to the next game, which occurred, I believe, this evening. I am living in 2024. Minchev gave Ael the lead before grabbing a second. Baba Georgiou pulled one back for Salamina. Silvestros made it 3-1. Miguelito made it 3-2. Minchev then made it 4-2. Narsing made it 4-3. Then he scored again from the penalty spot to make it 4-4. And then Magri scored in the 96th minute. 5-4 to Ael. Fantastic game for the neutral. Fantastic game for the betting slip. I'm not going to say anything else about betting. But fantastic. Great. Yeah. Listen, we shouldn't complain because there are loads of games that are drab and dreary, and we love seeing goals. But I'm sorry, man. Like when these things happen, right? When there's 2 games, one with 12 goals, one with 9 in the same evening, I can't help but think either players have chucked it in, or because they're just tired, or there's nothing to play for, and they just see it as kicking the ball about with your mates, which is great. But then on the flip side, it's like, I don't know, man. Again, maybe I'm saying too much, bro. Maybe I'm saying too much. Speaking of saying too much, what is there to say about this one?
Oh my God.
Garmiotissa 6, Othello 6. I'd just like to say, for the benefit of the viewers, Garmiotissa went a goal up, and then Othello scored 5 to go 5-1 up. Garmiotissa then scored through Dumbia. Gadsandoni's also scored to make it 5-3. Then Othello made it 6-3. And then Garbosa just came back and scored 3 more goals.
Two of them were penalties.
2 of them were penalties. And again, look, those penalties were stonewall. I'm not going to lie. Okay. But I must say, when you look at some of these goals, the defending is just, it's statuesque. It's like a FIFA glitch. You know when you're playing against your mates? It's like when you play against your mates on FIFA and you're trying to press that tackle button and it doesn't happen. Or you're trying to hold the sprint button and it doesn't happen. Or you try to jockey your opponent and it doesn't happen. This is just, I just felt like someone was playing FIFA. I just felt like there were 2 people playing FIFA. You know, it was a what's it called? Ultimate team game. That's what it was. That's what it was. That's the best I can say. I just need to do like a what's it called? A meme of angry Ginge just going, United. That's what you need to do. This just reminds me of. I'm sorry, I'm losing my marbles here. I haven't even had a coffee this evening. I'm glad I haven't.
Oh my god! Dad, did he not save that,
bro? Come on!
Oh my god!
Come on! I beg.
Oh yeah. And then the 6th goal is scored in the 7th minute of injury time after there was only supposed to be 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. There's no words.
Shall we just end the show now?
There's no words, no, because we've got so much to talk about, man. We can't end the show now. Jesus Christ! Oh my god! Guys, I've not seen the highlights of these goals. I've not seen these. Those were first viewing for me. Just, it's you know what it's like. You know what it looked like. You know what it looked like. It looked like in year 10, where at lunchtime in the summer, it's getting close to the summer holidays. You're like 14, 15 years old. Everybody puts their bags on the floor for goalposts, and then you all just run around like headless chickens for 45 minutes, and the game finishes like 12-12. That's exactly what that looked like,
mate.
Exactly what that looked like,
mate.
Goalkeepers not really caring because they don't want to play in goal. They want to go up front. It's
the state of the. I'm sorry, the state of the defending. Like there's one goal. I need to find it. Is it which one is it? Is it this Carmiotis goal? I mean, look at them backing off. Look at them. No attempt.
Oh my god!
No attempt.
It's oh my god! It's on purpose. They're not even hiding it anymore. They're not even hiding it anymore, are they? Like that. There's no way. There's no way, man. There's no way.
That's been thrown in. I don't care. That game, if that game isn't being investigated, I'm sorry. I can't hold my mouth anymore.
There's no way. There's no way. It's masks off. Masks off. Boogeyman is real. It's all there. There's no way. At Karmiotissa, there's no way.
And it's even more incredible. It's even more incredible. Listen, I believe in coincidences. I do. I genuinely do believe in coincidences. But for there to be a coincidence like this to happen on the day that the ethics committee are investigating the game against Ajes.
Yeah.
Shall we talk about that?
We can talk about that, yeah. So.
Go on, my guy. Go on.
So, hold on. I need to scroll right to the bottom of these notes because I thought we'd want to kind of do it at the end. But no, let's go. Where is it? Where is it? Show me the thing. Where's my thing? There you go. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, the cesspit is back. The Committee of Ethics and Safeguarding in Sport revealed last night Tuesday.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll be back. You carry on talking. I'll be back 2 seconds.
Tuesday for people that are not watching it. Oh, hello, I'm on my own. Hi guys. Hi. So yeah, that they are in the process of investigating 3 games from the past weekend. So we've got the 7-6 game between Elpida Pedrio and Ciela Ayu Theodoru. We've got the game between Dynamo Bervolya and Doxa Paliomedohu that finished 4-3. And surprise, surprise, AES and Garmiodissa 2-5. So obviously, Garmiodissa had some things to say when this came out, didn't they? Did they still? They had some things to say.
They had a lot to say.
They had a lot to say.
And one person in particular.
Mm-hmm.
He's back. He's back.
Johnny
It's like when you,
Violins.
do you remember the film Beetlejuice?
Yep.
You say his name 3 times and he appears. Well, we've been saying Johnny Violins' name quite a bit recently, and
yes, there you go. There you go. So I've got 2 things on Johnny Violins. So obviously he went on Supersport and had what we could only describe as a paddy. He had a breakdown. Yeah, he went for it. He went for it, did he? He started off. Is it April 1st today? I just arrived from overseas and haven't seen anything. Do you know that Garmiodissa is playing with Othello? Is it considered appropriate to make such an announcement before the game? Why do they do this? Since I don't know which people make up the ethics committee, let me ask if they are football people. Have they worn track pants? Have they worn track suits? Football shorts? Now that you have told me, something has occurred to me. Nothing is taken for granted in football and everything is contested. We went and claimed the victory with AES. What were we supposed to do? Lose? Whoever has a clear conscience is not afraid to face you, and we have a clear conscience. I haven't spoken to anyone, but as a football person, yes, we are annoyed. It shows that we don't know when to make announcements when a team has playing commitments. Yeah. So Johnny is a little bit annoyed, isn't he? Now, there was something that I saw once this came out. I went back into the highlights. I watched the highlights on YouTube, and AES are winning 2-0, and Garmiodissa score a goal to come back in the first half, right? And during the celebrations, it cuts to the stand where all the Garmiodissa people are stood. You know, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of them, right? And one of them is your friend of mine, Johnny Violins, and he's handing somebody else 50 euros to celebrate. Now. So, now, also kind of on this charm inverted commas offensive that Garmiodissa went on after this came out. They also had their press officer go on Stella Marcus show on Sport FM. Is that right? Yeah. So I'm going to read what he said. First of all, I have questions about the timing of the announcement prior to our important game versus Othello. This is truly a very important question. Whenever there's another game on, you shouldn't release a statement like that. Secondly, it's not like we beat Real Madrid at the Bernabeu or Juventus in Turin. We're talking about AES, and the table shows who we beat. the respect. And look at the 5 goals, all of them fantastic, and not one of them could be saved. I wonder what this announcement is about. We are at the Commission's disposal to assist it. For God's sake, we beat Ayes, who in 34 games, how many games? 30? It has 17 points. All right, calm down. What are we looking at? Ayes were winning 2-0, then Theodorou scored 1 to bring it back, and then at halftime, the coach made the changes he needed to make. He changed the game. All of them golares. All of them. A reporter then informed Azaz, who's the press officer for Garnodis, about the issue that CES were investigating, in that there were bets specifically for their game to finish with 7 goals. And so, what happened? They should tell us. They should watch the game with the goals that we scored, and if there was a goal where they could see something off, 1 goal to tell us. And they bring out the statement last night, and today we play an important game where our stay in the league will be proven mathematically. One thing I will say to close the subject, whether they like it or not, Garnodis was, is, and will remain in the first division. Not only this season, they will see.
And now your mic is broken.
Did I break?
He might have broke his mic. Oh my god.
Did I actually break the mic?
They are.
Yeah, I've unplugged. I did actually break.
2024 is not real. It's not real.
What do I do yet? Oh. Mike.
There we go. You're now in here again. But yeah, so where did it break off?
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
So
listen.
did it do all the yelling? Did I do all the yelling? Did it work? Right.
What work?
Did
What
what
are
I
you talking
said?
about? The comments. It started.
Where did it break off? Oh yeah. Yeah, so no, because Azaz, when he was doing the interview, he basically when he wanted to say that, it was as if he'd swallowed the microphone he was talking into. But yeah,
right.
he said, one thing I will say to close the subject, whether they like it or not, Garnodis was, is, and will remain in the first division. Not only this season, they will see.
Okay.
Yeah, so he wants people to know that they've fixed it for them to stay up. I mean, no, that's not what he said. That's not what he said. The team is obviously trying very hard to stay up, and match fixing's got nothing to do with it.
Do you know what? He should have just ended it by saying, "Actually, mate, we go down when we want to go down. Hit my music." Yeah.
That's where you should have brought the theme tune back in. Oh, he's killed me. I'm dead.
As you'll see, well, for the benefit of our listeners, there's a website called The Russian Crime. I don't know what it is. I'm assuming it's about Russian crimes. And it says, Dmitry Punin arrested in Limassol. Igor Zotko refused to comment. Now, Tasso, have you got any information about this, or shall we just move on to the next slide that I have?
I mean, the only information I have on it is got something to do with money laundering from Russia into Cyprus via Ukraine.
Okay.
It's very weird.
Okay. Well, something else that happened that was a little bit weird. Later on in the day, this happened on social media. Garmiodisa put up a photograph on their Instagram. Mr. Putin, we are proud of you. We dedicate our stay in A category to you. Your wish for the Garmiodisa organization with Z to stand next to children facing problems becomes a reality. We visited the Theodoros Foundation yesterday, and more are to follow. Thank you for everything. It's a humanitarian. There you go.
Very nice. Very nice. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Lovely.
Yeah, beautiful.
Lovely. So we've done Group B, yes? Or is there anything else?
Hold on. There's plenty of stuff that we haven't talked about in Group B.
Okay, go on.
I'm trying to get Neil Warnock a job for Ethnikos Athena.
Okay.
You saw this, right?
Yes, I did, and you are adamant. I mean, you've given up on Phil Jones, right?
Yeah, I've given up on Phil Jones. He's staying at Man United to do whatever he's doing at Man United.
No, he's not at Man United anymore. He's been on the free for the last year.
Oh, well, someone's got to sign him, right? Well, I'll tell you what, Neil Warnock, right? He becomes a coach, and then at Athena, and then he uses his clout to get Phil Jones to join him, and then maybe Athena will have a defense as well as a forward line.
How do you pronounce Colin in Greek? No one will get it unless they know English football. They won't get it.
Yeah.
Don't.
Right. So, Enzo, there's some stuff about Enzo Cabrera as well that came out.
Yes.
Right. So, and it's from an interview that came out this morning from Athna's director of football. He took a few questions, obviously, regarding the result, and some of the things that they talked about was the connection that Marios Ilia has with Enzo Cabrera, and talking about how both of these players, now that they've figured out how to work together, they're working very well together, and they could be a very scary forward line in the future if Athna signed Cabrera permanently. Because at the moment he's on loan from Newell's Old Boys in Argentina.
Yes.
Now, Athena apparently have an option to buy Cabrera for 180,000 euros.
Is that it?
Like, πετάξτε τα 5 φορές. Throw it, man. Just get him. So apparently as well, for some reason, the Athena director of football kept saying that Cabrera at the moment is being paid absolutely nothing. Like, he's being paid a pittance. Like, he said it like 4 times during the interview. When they do sign him, they're going to give, if they do sign him, they're going to give him a really good contract compared to what he's got now. However, he has interest from other clubs abroad. So
maybe Glasgow Rangers.
Oh,
maybe. Because our friends at the Rangers Journal have been typing away.
Yeah. No, exactly. Now, if they sign Cabrera, Ilia is on a contract until 2025 at Athena. So imagine what that forward line would do for Neil Warnock. Come on, you coward. Do it. Anyway, oh yes, so there's some news from Doxa. Two bits of news from Doxa. So the first one is Petrakis, while not confirmed by the club, gone. He was not listed as head coach in the match sheet yesterday. was yesterday, right? It wasn't like 3 years
Yes.
ago, that match.
No.
Right, okay. So it means that another one bites the dust, I guess. So at some point we need a little update of the the manager
It's
exit
coming.
door picture.
It's coming.
So
Don't worry.
yeah, so Petragis took over Adoxa at the end of October. That was what they were doing. They were doing not very well at the time. They were in this period of losing 14 games in a row. They were on 0 points. In his 27 league games, he managed 9 wins and 4 draws. So if he had been in charge all the way through the season, if you take that average, right, Doxa should have had 34 points now, something like that. 37 points, because that's a point per game. They would have had 37 points, which is 1 point off Karmiodissa right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ifs and buts. I mean, if Pedro wore a t-shirt, I wouldn't have nightmares.
Yes. Now, the other bit of Doxa news is concerning their financial matters. Okay, good. It's not coming. All right. I was waiting. It's gonna come. It's not coming. Okay, I'll get started.
And he goes, it's not coming. This show is so stupid.
It really is. Oh my god. You're a serious podcaster. You're a serious podcaster, Sasso. You're very informed. Right.
The viewer numbers have gone up.
Of
Sorry.
course they have.
Sorry.
Of course they have. People hear Amar Vada, they want to come and see the show.
Whew.
But yeah, so Doxa, according to a FIFA tribunal, Doxa have been awarded 150 grand in compensation from Amar Vada for the breach of the agreement he signed to join them. So, as is what's shown on the screen there, is Vada agreed a contract with Doxa, who booked him a private jet to take him to Larnaca from Morocco, but prior to boarding, he refused due to mental health problems.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, Warder. Fuck's sake, man.
Listen, I've got pronunciations wrong today. Don't worry. Oh my god.
Yeah, but
Let's get some comments.
Yeah,
They couldn't make the match fixing more obvious in the relegation group today. Jesus, that's from Alex. Yeah. Pedro, shut up already, you little sissy. Bedaki said himself he would walk if they didn't manage to stay up. Yep, that's correct.
Well, I mean, mathematically, they're still able to. They're 8 points away from relegation. They're 8 points away from safety with 9 points left to play. It means that they've got to win all 3 of their games, though, and Karmoyodis have got to lose all 3 of their games. I would say it depends on who writes the bigger check, but anyway. Now, we've got some confirmed battles for Othello. Because as of that 6-all draw, it means that they can no longer mathematically stay up. So Othello have now officially been relegated into the 2nd division. Oh, okay. I was expecting like a sound effect, like blah, 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 blah. There you go. Yeah. And that is your Group B news.
Wow, it only took us 46 minutes.
Right?
Oh, blimey.
Yeah, imagine we haven't even talked about the interesting football bits.
Listen, we complain about Group B that some games are dead rubber, but without Group B, our shows wouldn't be as informative. They wouldn't be as entertaining. And we'd just like to thank the participants this season. You've provided us with hours of entertainment, but unfortunately, it's time to go. And next season is going to be even more naughty. That's all I have to say.
Oh yes, that's for sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Shall we move over to
Yeah.
Group A?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go to Group A. Let's go to Group
Yeah.
A. Okay. So Buffer smashed Unorthodoxy 5-1. Helder Ferreira gave Unorthodoxy the lead before 2 goals from Jairo, Tankovic, Golda, and Jaja, also known as Haha, gave Buffer an emphatic 5-1 victory. And this goal from Tankovic, the give and go, the passing, sublime. But Unorthodoxy are struggling, and I think that's an understatement. I'm talking about on the pitch, not just off the pitch, but on the pitch. Once Buffer equalized, it was game over. And Unorthodoxy they didn't have an answer to anything. Jara even missed a penalty for Buffer. That's how bad the beating was. But you know, you got problems when Jaja scores and he does the griddy. That's just, again, it's more FIFA celebration stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Blimey. So
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Buffer dominant, obviously buoyed as well by the getting to the cup final. Players, you know, on a bit of a high off that, and Unorthodoxy players obviously as well. The kind of the off the field situation at Unorthodoxy is probably playing on these players' minds. And there's a load of players as well that have either just gone or go in at the end of the season, and it's been made public as to the reasons why. Can people see that fly that's buzzing around me? Anyway. Yeah. So, but the game itself, Buffer were in control as soon as that equalizer went in. They were in control. No other winner. But yeah, the more what's happening at Unorthodoxy is scary at the moment. I've put in the notes they're going down the shitter. There's this. It's very difficult to put it in more nuanced term than that, because it really is. There's a load of players that have been released. Shall we list them off? So we've got Helder Ferreira, Guerrero, Gassama, Castel, Charlie Musunda, Tune, and Tijera have all either left already or are leaving at the end of the season.
I think the goalkeeper's going to go as well. I think Arboleta's gone as well.
Yeah, probably. That's not been, but it's a situation that they shouldn't have arrived in for multitudes of reasons, multiple reasons.
Let me ask you something, and I know we're sidestepping a little bit here, but obviously your club has got financial problems, probably worse than Unorthodoxy, right?
I don't know if it's worse.
Well,
the numbers are worse.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not talking about the situation with the stadium and everything, but what I'm saying is that obviously Unorthodoxy haven't been able to hang on to these players because obviously they've gone to FIFA and yada yada yada. But it's just bizarre to me how the on paper, when you talk about the figures, they're better off than you guys, but at the same time they're worse off in every other aspect. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's cost. I think it's equity. No, it's not equity. What is it? It's I think it's not even cash flow because they have that. I'm not sure what's doing it, Anorthosis. So there's been some non-performing loans that they've got at the club, which has affected them a lot, to the point where they're going to default on these loans. And the problem is the loans that they've made. The loans that they've made them on. They've used the Papadopoulos, the stadium, as collateral. So if they're not paying these loans, they're gonna get the stadium taken off them. Now, on top of that is as well, obviously these players haven't been paid for 5 months, and there's a load of different other self-inflicted wounds that the board has done to themselves. Things like, oh yeah, the Atlas, is das denn Atlas? These Anorthosis buy season tickets early for inflated prices, so we can help the club move forward, pay off loans and things like that. That didn't work out either. The other issue is they've brought in players that they knew that they couldn't pay for at the beginning of the season. There's no way, right? They saw all these loans that they had and then gone, oh, I'm sure that'll fix itself at some point, and then just gone on and done what they've done with signing all these players on the salaries that they've signed them, and etc. Their contract lengths and the rest of it. So for me, there's two major people at fault here. You've got your big guy at the top who was trying to be all friends with the fans, being like, oh, look at me, I'm one of you, or I'm going to fight someone in the dugout, or, doing all that business. In the background, he's being an absolute shit with the money. And the second one is your director of football who looked at the budget and said, you know what, I can work with this. And then went and signed all these players on long-term contracts. And then when offers for those players came in, decided not to accept them. So somebody on Twitter told me that they had an offer for Wagye, for example, in January for 300 grand. Yeah. So obviously Wagye is worth more than that, but you don't have money. You don't have money. You want to start paying players. You want to start paying off the loan that you've got on the value of your stadium. So you need to start getting rid of your players. Doesn't matter what kind of offers you get from them. Yeah? Right? Anyway, all these decisions that have gone on, the board of directors, included Sandy's, decided that they were going to resign from their positions last week, and they had their their general meeting this week to, I think it was tonight, right? Wasn't it? It was today.
Yeah, it was today, and it lasted for hours.
And they came up with some intermediate people to look after it, and then I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. In the meantime, the Machides, the Anorthosis fans, have come up with their own initiative, and they've basically said, give us money, we need to save the stadium. And I'm actually going to check it live to see how well they're doing. I'm going to check it now.
Yeah.
From the 1 million that they're hoping to raise, they currently have 122,746 euros raised. And that's after, 18 hours of this being live.
Mm.
So, That's all the club needed to do. That's all the club needed to do. They didn't need to make a fancy like, oh, give us some money. Here's a scarf, or we'll give you a signed shirt if you renew your season ticket early and also pay extra for it, or buy a ticket to a game that doesn't happen. Just this is how much we want to raise. Here's a ticker. See how it goes.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's bizarre. The whole situation is bizarre, and it's heartbreaking for a lot of supporters. And it's not just obviously Anorthosis, it's other clubs as well. Yours included. But you're on the verge of winning the league title. These guys are, a few weeks ago we were saying, if they can have some stability on the pitch, they can be a force next season with the players that they have. And now
they're all gone. They're all gone. Yeah. So there are some options as to who's going to be taking over the club. The first one is where is it? There we go. So the first one is the vice president on the Sandis. That's the first one.
Yeah.
The second one, there's a Greek investor who's looking at the club. It seems there's somebody from Greece looking at him. And the third one is the fans themselves are trying to put a package together to take over the club.
Yeah, well, I don't know much about option one, but option two, that name was already been mentioned on this show, but he's too busy sending tweets about Luton Town referees. And the third option is going to be similar to Omonia Gostessa in the sense that they're going to probably fold and start again.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's
look. I've reached out to someone at the club. I'm not going to mention his name because it wouldn't be fair, and he didn't reply to me. And I offered him the opportunity to come on the show and explain what's going on to us, so that at least we have more clarity and maybe we can ask other questions that perhaps haven't been asked before. But he didn't get back to me. That's fine. But I still don't think the fans have enough answers.
No, they don't.
They don't have enough answers at all.
They don't, because there's also this thing about the Boulaidis shares, right? It's been hovering above the club since they ousted him, right? Now, the shares were apparently supposed to be handed over in February.
That's right.
Right? And that's part of the reason why they're in the state they're in at the moment. It's because those shares haven't been handed over.
But Sandis was quick to say it's not Boulaidis' fault.
Yeah, it's not Boulaidis' fault. He said that, but then he said, but we don't know where these shares are.
Well, the shares have just disappeared then. They just disappeared.
Yeah.
These invisible things have just disappeared.
Yep. Yep, exactly. So it's a serious situation at Anorthosis.
Look, I'm going to say this, and I put out a tweet about it, and I'm not afraid to say it because I'm not jeopardizing anyone or anything. But I spoke to someone. What day was it? Monday, in a foreign country, and he works for this company. They're a consortium, and they're looking to purchase a club in Cyprus. And I suggested, Anorthosis said, well, why don't you look at them? And he says, we already have done, and we can't fathom how they're in this situation, and they don't even know the full facts. So for people in a different country who aren't even Cypriot, these aren't Cypriots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they know about the club situation because they've done their due diligence. What does that say?
Yeah, no, it's a very difficult situation for the club to be in, and it's a problem. It's a problem, and it's a problem that could be contagious as well. That's the other thing.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
So, you know, there's other clubs as well that are not paying their players. There's other clubs as well that are in financial difficulties, having difficulties paying off loans. So, you know, it's going to be it's going to be a tight one in May. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, look, let's quickly move over to Buffer.
Yep.
Emphatic victory.
Yep.
Fantastic performance. If those who haven't seen the goal from Tankovic in the cup against Apollon, visit our website, www.ncnetwork.com. We've got a write-up on the semi-final, and the goal is there. Goal of the season, for sure. I don't know anyone that can...
it. Boom.
Yeah, and it's unbelievable. They are in red-hot form at the moment. They are probably, in my book, they're probably the favourites for the cup. I have my reasons why I think they're the favourites for the cup. I'm not going to go into that. But this is a team...
we need to say as well, it's because you went into those reasons.
I went into those reasons in the members area. Well done. Exactly. So if you pay 99 cents a month, you got pure, unadulterated stuff from Stell. Stuff from Stell. That's what I could call it from now on. But there's also something else that's quite concerning for the rest of the league. And I'm sure you saw this earlier today. And an announcement made by Buffer.
Yeah.
They have a partnership with Sevilla. Not only do they have a partnership with Sevilla, they've got a partnership with Watford as well. And that's probably because their sporting director was at Watford prior to this. But this one, Jose Collado, head of international sports projects at Sevilla, recently visited Buffer to explore collaboration opportunities. From potential player transfers to coach exchanges and joint training camps, the discussions were brimming with possibilities. That is AI. I'm sorry. At Buffer FC, we believe in leveraging strong partnerships to elevate our game and drive success together. Together, we're poised to achieve great things. And this is a concern because I actually believe them. I believe them.
Mm-hmm.
I actually believe them.
Yep. It's... Now, I would think it might have as well something to do with the youth facilities that Buffer have got there, because obviously they've managed to get 2 or 3 of their youth players out to Italy, to the youth teams in Italy. So you've got Lisandro's the one that I keep bringing up at Genoa. Now, Buffer as well have got good players in Vallecari and players like that Sevilla might have an interest in. So...
Well, look, if you look at Buffer's under-19s who are actually smashing it at the moment, most of their players are non-Cypriot, right?
Yep.
Can you imagine if they end up teaming up with Sevilla and bringing in 3 or 4 Spanish players? And we do know that they're on a different level in La Liga. You're talking about a La Liga team. And we're not talking about any La Liga team. We're talking about a La Liga team that has won European trophies.
Yep. Now, the one thing about Sevilla is they've kind of fallen off the boil this season, though, haven't they? I mean, they're 12th in La Liga at the moment. They had
I know.
They had a pretty terrible start to the season. So
I know, man, but I don't know. I wouldn't really judge them based on this one season. You know, what didn't they? Who won the Europa League last season? Who won it last season? I can't remember who won the Europa League last season. I can't remember. Well, they won the Europa League in 2023. Yeah, last season.
They win the Europa League all the time, man.
But come on,
Yeah.
man. I mean, look, they're doing something right.
Yeah.
They're doing something right.
Yeah.
And they're another club that has been buying young or buying decent players. Okay, look, let's get it right. They're probably doing shit because they've got players like Lamela and Januzaj in the squad.
Oh, the Man United fan is coming out in you.
Sergio Ramos is there, for crying out loud. And he's what, 38?
Let's not pick on 38 and 39-year-olds. Yeah, we've got plenty of them.
Listen. Yes, I know, but to be playing for Sevilla at 38 years old,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know much about their under 19s. I mean, let me see if I can bring up on Transfermarkt. Let's go to trusty Transfermarkt.
To Sevilla's under 19s or Pafos.
Yeah, Sevilla.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing some of these players. I don't know any of them. But I'm guessing we might know some of them next season.
Yeah. Yep.
Might know them. I don't know. So it is scary. But then again, it's no surprise that Buff are going down this route because they've got the finances, but you move that to one side. If you look at the infrastructure, they're already talking about redeveloping the stadium. They've obviously brought in a load of Brazilian players in the past. It looks like they're moving away from let's get this quiet player from Lithuania, for example, or this Russian lad from Agrida. And let's go with, and look, Carcedo is a coach that's coached at a high level. He was Emery's number 2 for God knows how many years. Where was he? He was at Paris Saint-Germain. He was at various other clubs with him. Villarreal. So, he's got the experience. So now they're saying, right, we've got a guy that has got the experience. Granted, he hasn't won anything yet, but there's something clicking there. Even Jason Punchin is working there in the background for stuff. They had the Total Sports convention at the end of March where Cannavaro was there. And Cannavaro is now the head coach of Udinese. So don't be surprised if something happens there as well. So it's looking sticky for the rest of us, man.
Yep. At least in the future. It's not something that provides the solutions, tomorrow. It's something that...
No.
So
but at the same time, what you got to understand is that when it comes to bringing in... And also, here's the other thing. If it comes to bringing in African players to Cyprus so they can get their visa or their work permit or European passport, you never know. You bring in a 15, 16-year-old to Cyprus, and by the age of 21, he's got a European passport, you can go to Sevilla.
Yeah.
Well, look at their under-19s. They got Poles, they got Brazilians, they got, you name it.
Yeah.
You name it. Non-EU players as well that, all of a sudden they can qualify playing for the Cypriot national team. They probably won't, but they get the passport. And we saw many years ago how the Argentinian players were getting Italian passports in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. It's scary. It's scary.
Yeah. So what it is, it should be the other clubs kind of not necessarily pressing the panic button, but trying to put some plans in place to compete with that.
What are the odds that none of them do it?
I wouldn't say none of them. I'd say Aris will probably do it.
Well, they're already doing something different. They're doing something similar but different.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not tied in with a club officially, but they are tied in with people at clubs, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Whereas Buff are just saying, we got a connection with Watford, we got a connection with Sevilla. That's it. But then you look at the other clubs and you're thinking, well, this club can potentially do something, but they won't because they think they know better. And this club can do better, but they won't because they'd rather go with an agent that brings in their players. So...
Yes, correct.
And it's not... Listen, I'm just referring to your club.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, no, that's why I'm laughing. I'm
doing hand gestures so no one can say anything to me because I don't want my phone ringing.
Yeah.
Because they're going to start calling me, oh, you can't say that. You can't say that. You're damaging our reputation. You're damaging it yourselves.
Yeah.
Mongrels.
What
Anyway.
what reputation? Now, there's a couple of other games that happened in Group A as well. Should we get on with them?
Yes, we shall. Before we carry on, let me read out a couple of comments. I noticed to see had a meeting for a new board. They got extended to a later date till they find a new candidates.
Yes.
For later, in case Tasso missed it, Spartakos won the cup for smaller divisions. Okay.
Yeah,
I
I had it on there. We were going to do a little dance about it, but we can do it now. Spartakos, they won the Cypriot version of the LDV Vans Trophy.
Promotion and the cup. Congratulations.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
Still, if you start analyzing upper matches, I'm becoming a member tonight, mate. Verizon, I thank you, and I'm quite humbled that you trust my judgment on analyzing games. What I will say, and again, forgive me for making this all about me, but if I were to do that, I would get pelters left, right, and center. Because if I said something positive, I'd get pelters. If I said something constructively what's the word for that? What's the word? That's all.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah, but constructively critical. That's it. Constructively critical. I would still get pelters. So it's not worth my time. But thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Sevilla on pens against Roma. There you go. Mourinho was furious with the ref. I remember that. Yeah. Maybe he might get this. He might get the buffer job in the future. You never know. Hi guys, Tasso. Do you think we're going to that in a minute, Scoval? Wait. And I'm still waiting for you for a meetup. So we'll go to that Albanian coffee shop in Palmer's Green. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah.
So yes, AEK beat Omonia by 2-0. Goals from Rafa Lopez and Dongia, ending Omonia's title dreams, I guess. Tasso, watching this game, Omonia looked lethargic. They looked out of ideas. AEK were animals.
Yeah, especially on the wings.
Yeah. When? Where?
On the wings.
On the wings.
On the wings.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Where have I heard that before?
Where have you heard that before?
I can't remember. It sounds familiar. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, Karen. Yeah. Continue.
So no, I mean that was it. Especially kind of for that second goal was a bit disappointing to see Omonia kind of basically just drop. They're down tools for that second goal, except for the player who kind of dived in front of the shot. Dongia, like Matthews, just completely missed Dongia off completely. He went round the back and obviously scored the goal. Was it Simic? It looked like it was Matthews.
Dongia went in behind Simic.
Oh, was it Simic? I thought it was Matthews. Right. Okay. Right. So yeah. So
you didn't watch the analysis that I did on the members area.
I watched a little bit. I didn't watch too much. Obviously, I heard you say the wing bit. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, see? Yeah. If you'd have watched it, it'd been Simic, because Simic was too busy watching the ball, and then he's looked over his shoulder, and Tongia's gone. He's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
But that's okay. It's okay.
But, yes.
Blame the Welshman. I always blame the Welshman. I blame Rodri for everything.
I will say, if you could throw the game on this weekend, it would be greatly appreciated. Since, you got not much to play for in the league anymore.
Well, we could still drop out of the top 3.
Yeah, but you're not going to drop out the top 3, man. Don't worry about it. You can play your 17 and 18-year-olds against that boy. It's no problem. It's fine, man. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's all right. But yes,
I can't wait for next week's show. I can't wait.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we will have guests next week as well. So
yay! People are brave enough to join us.
Yeah, for that one. Oh, it's going to be. It's going to be a beautiful one. But yes,
I'm clipping this.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
He's getting Larry already.
I'm not getting Larry at all. I'm not getting Larry at all.
4 days before the game, he's getting Larry. Look at this guy. Next week's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah,
And Ducks.
it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Look, Omonia, right? I think what's going to end up happening in the end is they're probably going to concentrate more on the cup. Now, the problem with the game next week is that there's a nice big long break after that. Yeah, so, and everybody's going to be up for that game, I think, as well. Like it's going to be loud. Now
And it's a home game for us, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So, what I will say is just Pinto play a frame. Play a frame. Just play a frame. That seems to be the tactic to beat Omonia, is to start a frame. Just throwing it out there. Anyway, as for the performance, no, don't play Wilson. Please do not play Wilson, for the love of God. For the love of God, put Wilson in a cannon and aim it at the sun. Just.
This is a bit mean. Blimey, he's doing sound effects as well.
Yeah. Anyway, this is supposed to be.
Let me ask you about Ike.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, yeah. Let me ask you about Ike, because I did an interview with Mr. Janevsky today, and that's being released on Friday. Sorry, apologies, Friday. And we were talking about the title running, and he said it's incredible how Ike's players are still fighting despite knowing that their head coach is leaving at the end of the season, because a lot of players would just be like, I don't know if I'm going to be here next season. But does that show you that irrespective of who is coming next season, they are desperate for that league title and they're not going to let it go? I mean, they got that last minute goal against Ari the other week, and they absolutely played us off the park. So this doesn't look like a team that is overly concerned as to who's coming in next season.
No, I don't think so. I think as well, the thing that Ike do that a lot of the other teams don't is they keep the same core of players and then bring in like 3 or 4 reinforcements. They the thing that went wrong for them this year at the beginning of the season is they got rid of too many players and brought in too many players at the start of the season. So you had that period of bedding in that they wouldn't otherwise. It wouldn't have been as long a period of bedding in for Ike, because there players that have been constants for them. It's unheard of for a majority of the team of players to be there for 3-4 seasons at a club in Cyprus, and they're doing it. So I think that they know that regardless of who's in charge next season, they're going to be, most of them are going to be in that same unit, so they're still playing for, say, each other or something like that. Because regardless of who's in charge at Ike, Javi Roca has a bit of a conveyor belt of these managers, hasn't he? He goes through them quite quickly, especially when it starts to not go so well. So I think these players have been there for a long time. They're used to the manager not being there, once the season's over. Ben Shimon, again, I keep going back to this, it gets in your brain, it gets in your head. Psychology, he's got the thing. So he's got them sorted for it, I think. So let's see. Maybe they still end up bottling it. No, we don't know.
What are they? Look, I was joking the other day saying that Ike are kind of team that would finish third in a 2-horse race. But they did it without Gus Ledes as well in the middle of the park. And it was very interesting to see Dongia moving into central area and then switching out wide. Now, I don't know how Ike are going to do it against you guys, because clearly Ledes is a big player, Mm-hmm. And they reckon that he's going to be 100% for the game against you guys. So again, it will make a big difference. But then when I look at how you guys have been playing, especially with Sadfor back in the team, I don't know, man. Look, put it this way, it's going to go down to the wire, isn't it? Let's get it right. It's going to go down to the wire.
So that's the good thing, is that the last game of the season's a home game for Apoel against Daik. So that's, if you've got that crowd behind you, it is. I don't want to be reusing, similes and metaphors that everybody uses, 12th man and all that bollocks. But, when the Rassi B is full,
You say that though, but might that not be a bit? It might be a double-edged sword, and by that I mean, yes, when the Rassi B is full and it's rocking, and you've got your ultras behind that goal, it's going to be an intimidating atmosphere. But if it's 0-0 at half time, still 0-0 after an hour, does it not then get a little bit nervy? Misplaced passes get whistled and all that.
I would still think if it was 0-0 at half time, right? If both teams win their game next weekend, right? That's still a 0-0 is still in Apoel's favour.
Yeah, of course. Them, right? But that depends on the weekend's results.
Yeah. Yep.
So anyway,
exactly.
Well, let's move on to your team anyway. And absolutely demolished Ari. It ended up 2-0. Could have been more. Kvilidai missed the penalty. You hit the post, hit the bar. And Kvilidai scored one of the most incredible goals I've seen him ever score. And I'll tell you what, I've been saying about him all season. This guy is the real deal. And people thought I was absolutely bonkers, telling me I'm chatting shit. But the way that he took that goal, phenomenal. And the goal disallowed for handball, which I'm still not sure how that was handball.
It
came off his chest. Came off his chest. If anything, it was a shoulder. If anything, Stonewall penalty given for another foul on Kvilidai. I mean, the guy has been, mate. I don't understand the criticism level that this guy. And it makes me sound like I've got this man crush on him. I don't, but I just don't understand the criticism level that this guy. I just don't. And then Sané got sent off. It was bound to happen, wasn't it? He's the most reckless player I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, comfortable win for you guys.
Yeah. Performance from the players, fantastic. Even the guy that I keep, even the guy I keep belittling. He had a really good game. Kept that forward line quiet. Yeah, there you go. There he is. Yeah, he did his little Cobra celebration as well when he scored.
I'll go into that in just a bit.
All right, yeah. But yeah, even Chebak's goal, right? It was Kvilidai who headed it, and it was a really good save from Van Alves that pushed the ball to Chebak for him to smash it in. I have like you. I have been singing Kvilidai's praises, even to our friend Georgian Footy as well. Doesn't seem to think Kvilidai will be any use for them, but I think that's why he's gone up another level, right? Because he wants to go to Euros, and he wants to start those games in the Euros, and he's seen that other Georgian forwards at the moment are just smashing goals in left, right, and centre everywhere. Like I think there's one in France, there's one in Ajax, I think, as well. So there's a few forward players are dotted around Europe, and they're all banging goals in. And I think Kvilidai has thought, no, I need to lift this up another level. That is only an advantage for Apoel. It's only an advantage. The only thing I can see as being a negative is we've got our defensive line is a bit slow, especially going back, to defend. That could be.
Do you think that's why Sadfor is back in the team, because he sees that he needs that energy, that extra support from the middle of the park?
Yeah. And listen, I think the break that Sarfo has had, for whatever reason he's had that break, I think he's done him some good. It's kind of made him want to kind of prove some people wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And he's come back into that team, and it's as if he was never gone from like middle of last season. I won't say end of last season. End of last season, he wasn't doing so good. But middle of last season, where he was pulling in those performances, he's gone back to that now. So, and you know, again, more advantages. More advantages. It's really good. Now, Arias, on the other hand, I don't know what's happened.
Well, look, they celebrated Shpilevsky's 100 games in charge, didn't they?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you noticed, after the Omonia game, he was saying, you know, the Omonia fans got behind their fans. Sorry, the Omonia fans got behind their team. It made my hair stand on end. And then after the game against you guys, he congratulated your team. And I'm sitting there thinking, is he doing something similar to Sapinto in the sense that he's trying to be on the charm offensive now because he knows that? No,
I would say that, but what I had to look to see if there was anything to catch just before we went live, and I saw a little report. I only saw the headline, and it said something like Shpilevsky. Every time I say something, I get banned. So.
Well, I think he's just trying to behave himself now because he knows that a lot of people don't like, you know, the way that he's been carrying on. And I get it. You know, as I keep saying, pressure does mad things to people, and he's still a young coach, but that doesn't justify the things that he's done in the last few months, especially.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what happens behind the scenes. You know, I've heard things, but I'm not going to go into it. But if they see him as the guy for next season, then great. Part of me thinks he's going to be gone. Part of me thinks. So
yeah,
anyway.
that's. I mean, I'm also agreeing with you on that. But yeah, the fall off in form from the team has been almost as spectacular as the rise that they had last season. It's I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know if they missing are they missing
Babby.
Yeah, are they missing Babika?
No,
Is that much?
No.
Is it?
Do you know what? I can see why you say that because he's obviously been a pivotal player for them. But it goes back to what we've been saying all season. Defensively, they have been atrocious. Atrocious. High line, often leaving 2v2, getting caught out in wide areas. I mean, look at Kvilidaya's goal. It was a very well taken goal. But the standard of defending there, the way that he's he's a strong guy. We know this. But he bodied Musunda. Bodied him.
He did. And it's something that I said that at the beginning of the season. They need to bring in central defenders, and they just didn't do it.
And look at the first goal they conceded again from a set piece, like they did against Omonia. Which is something that we went through at the beginning of the season again. So these are things that they can work on, but I still think they need one or two central defenders to come in because I don't see Borison being there next season. I think his contract's
gone. He actually said he's leaving the club at the end of the season.
So they need a centre back. Well, they need that. They need 3 centre backs, I think.
Well, listen, anyway. I hear Phil Jones is free.
Stop it! Stop it!
Or you know what they could do is they could they've got somebody in their under 19s that I think would be really good for them as a central defender. What do you think?
You think?
Oh, I thought you were going to line up that video.
No, there's no video to line up.
All right. Okay. All right. No, there was the so
Oh, you mean this one?
there you go. Here it comes.
Bosh.
Oh, beautiful.
I
Beautiful.
think that's every footballer's wish to take out a referee.
Yeah, like that, especially. Oof.
Well, look. Speaking of funny things, you
Mm.
mentioned your mate Chebak with the Cobra celebration, and I can't help but do this because I think it's one of the most incredible moments in This Is Mappa history. So, I love a bit of AI, and when I saw Chebak's celebration with the Cobra, it reminded me of Santino Marella, the WWE wrestler. So I took a video and then did a bit of AI, and I tagged Mr.
Is you gone? He's gone. Can people hear me at least? Can people hear me? Hello? Hi guys. Have I gone? Ah, okay, all right, okay. So while I guess while Stel tries to fix what he's done there, I will in the meantime. Oh, he's
No,
back.
I don't know what
Back.
happened there. I genuinely don't know what happened there. I was loading the picture and then my internet dropped, and I decided to turn off my booster down there because I think that may have been part of the problem. Anyway,
Okay.
so as I was saying, where did you lose me?
You were about to tell us how this WWE wrestler was like.
Yes, I tagged him, and lo and behold, he liked the tweet. He liked the tweet. He actually liked the tweet. Let me just go to see if I can find it again. Oh, hello. What's he
Oh,
like here?
hello.
Well, she's dead, the blondie. That's probably. Here we go. He's liked it. So there you go. There you go.
Beautiful.
Happy days. Happy days.
Lovely,
Happy
lovely,
days.
lovely, lovely stuff.
So there you go.
And while
Right.
me, I
League
get
table.
happy when Khaled Adnan responds to me to say merci. So you
Yeah,
know.
where is it? Oh, you got it
Oh,
on your personal, haven't you?
yeah,
You got it on your personal.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah,
Okay.
you know, levels. There's levels.
There are levels.
There's
There are
levels.
levels.
I'm happy with here. You're happy with up there.
Haha. No way. Yes way. Yes way.
Yeah,
We lost still. We hear you. That's all. Okay. Okay. But yeah, no,
yeah.
sorry, my internet was just. Remember last year when it was fucking up?
Mhm.
Killer.
Oh,
Anyway,
oh.
league table. League
League
table. Go on, Tasso.
table.
Over to
Oh,
you.
look at that! Isn't that beautiful? Look at that! Right at the top there, and 72 points. Aboel. And then second is Ajax with 71 points. And then Omonia are in third with 65 points. Aris are in fourth with 61. Bafos are in fifth with 60. And Arothosis are in sixth with 52. Now, should we go through some things here? So Abuela and Ajax are the only ones that can go for the title at the moment.
Yep.
Based off of Omonia being 7 points behind with 6 points left to go. Omonia are in the driving seat for that last European place at the moment, albeit both Aris and Bafos can still get into that third place. But if Omonia win the cup and stay in third place, then it means fourth place also gets into Europe as well. So those become important. Regardless of that, Anorthosi will only end up in sixth. Now, in the relegation group where it's all to play for, you've got Apollon top with 59 points, Ael second with 50, Ethnikos Achnas with 47, Nea Salamina in fourth with 44, Karmiotissa in fifth with 39, Doxa in sixth with 31, Othellos in seventh with 27, and Aes in eighth with 17. So, down at the bottom there, there's 3 games left. Aes were already confirmed relegated like 8 months ago. Othellos are confirmed mathematically relegated as of this evening. Following that 6-all draw with Garmiodissa. Doxa are 8 points behind Garmiodissa with 9 points left to play for. So it's an interesting one, isn't it? Estelle, you're muted. You're talking. You've been talking this whole time and you're muted.
No, I just said it's looking sticky. It's looking
Oh, yeah.
sticky. But let
Yeah.
me bring up the fixtures that are remaining, because again, where are we? Here we go. Salamina Ethnigo, Omonia Boel, AEK Anorthosi, Ari Buffo, Othello AES. Well, I think this is going to be another high-scoring game. Just guessing.
Yep.
Apollon Garmiodissa, which
that will also be a high-scoring game. I can tell you that.
5:30 kickoff on a Monday. Doxa AL. So yeah, another one. And then the remaining games, you got, well, it's only got Group A here, but Buffalo Ammonia on final day, Anorthosi Ari, and Upwell AEK, which will be the title decider.
Yeah. Now, since we did the table, there's also some confirmed promotions and relegations since we're getting close to the end of the season. So I thought I'd go through them. So in the second division, we don't know quite yet who's going to be champion. It's still between the two Omonias. But going up, we've got Omonia Radipo, we've got two Omonia Too Furious, and Paralimni have made it. They've got the three boys there, which means Olympiacos do not get in. No comment. No comment. It does mean we're going to see Vesenovic back in the first division again.
And he told me 15 goals next season.
Yeah.
He told me 15 goals.
Oh.
I went for 15 goals. I told him 20, otherwise you're a failure. I'm joking.
Now, who's gone down in the second division? I hear you scream from the rooftops. Well, I've got that for you as well. We've got Hermes is down. We've got Box, and we've got
Box. Box went down. No,
yeah, Box went down. Box went down.
Let's check some of their recent results. Just the Bants.
Oh, look at that.
They lost 5-2 against Mappa.
Yeah.
They lost 4-2 against Hakirona. They lost 3-1 against Enad, 3-0 against Agrida, 4-1 against Hermes. Couple draws here and there. When was it last time they actually won a game? February.
So they lost to Hermes 4-1, and Hermes finished bottom.
Yep. Shall we take a quick peek? Oh, it doesn't show you the scorers. I'd be interested to see the times of the goals.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, third division. So the third division is completely done now. All the games have been played. Everything's confirmed. So going up, we've got Halkanoras Idalio, Anayenis Iderinas, and Spartakos Kidio. So they also win. They also got promotions. So back-to-back promotions for them. So
well, Spartakos beat Ormidia 5-0, didn't they?
Yep.
And Ormidia faced Abea Agrotiru, who finished 4th. That is the British Bases derby. I'm kind of expecting Ormidia to get smashed because I don't think they've won a game in the last 5 weeks.
They have not won a game in a long time. Let's be Avide. Yo, could do him. Anyway, going down from the third division is Olympias Limpion, Ethnikos Ashas, and Abeb Bitsilias.
Olympias Limpion that lost 10-0 the other week.
Yep, they're the ones. No, sorry, it's Ethnikos Ashas who lost 10-0.
Oh, sorry, they lost to Olympias Limpion 10-0.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's something like that anyway. Somebody lost 10-0 down there. And then Stock Epileptikis. Why do I keep putting the extra? I don't know why I keep.
Vanarama Conference South.
Anyway, I'm going to do that one as well. So confirmed, we've got Doxa Baliomedohu and Anorthosis Mutayagas. who've gone up. You remember Arrothos Mutayagas were the ones that got attacked when they went to El Bidalio Petriu. Remember, they had to have the police kind of drive them out of the stadium. Yeah. Now, FC Livadia and Foila Katamias are fighting for that last promotion place with one game left to play. Down, Elias Lithrodonda folded before the season started. Standard Cypriot football stuff. Apollon Yerio are down, and then there's also 6 teams fighting against relegation. Those last 2 places. So there's 6 teams that can still get relegated out of 2. So it's unlike Group B. It's a bit tasty down there. It's a bit yeah. So there you go. Congratulations and commiserations to whoever needs it. That's it.
I thought your mic went again because it's been going in and out.
Oh, can you hear me? Hello. Hi.
Yes, I can hear you. But, is it, guys? Whoever's watching or listening, is it me or is his mic dipping in and out? Anyone?
Okay. In the meantime.
Yes.
In the meantime, there's it. There you go. It's you.
It's me. It's normal mic.
So
mic is good. For the love of okay.
Oh, does that mean you can't play the but wait, we record on a Wednesday night normally, which means we get some news a bit late on a Wednesday night.
Yes. Is it time?
It is time.
Yes, thank goodness. I've been waiting for this all night.
It's time to spin the wheel. What is coming? We don't know. Spin the wheel now.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah.
What's he done?
So there's right at the top here is an interesting one. Is an auxiliary staff member for Enav Bolis Chrysochous was dismissed for violent behavior. Okay. So while the game was stopped at one point, he entered the field and kicked an opposing football player in the leg.
Okay, as you do.
And after the end of the match, he showed unsportsmanlike conduct in the locker room towards an opposing player, where he violently slapped the opposing team player on the top of the head with the palm of his hand. Yes, evagoras evribidu. So he kicked a guy during the match, got sent off, and then they don't say if it's the same guy, but it's probably the same guy. He went and found him. He went and found him in the dressing rooms afterwards and slapped the guy on the top of the head. And for that, yeah, and for that, he's been banned for 3 games and fined.
Oh, nice.
Lovely stuff.
Just the 3 games.
Yeah, 3 game ban. Now, the other thing I was looking for here, I was expecting a bit more on it. So, Omonia 29, right? They played against Olympiacos, if you remember.
Yes.
Yeah. That wasn't the game that they had all the trouble in, right? Where they...
No. That was the game. I distinctly remember this one because it was on Sida Vision 2. And the moment the full-time whistle blew, instead of panning the camera to the player celebrating, they had the big gun advert, and they went straight to a break. I'm thinking, what a historical moment! This team getting promoted to the first division for the first time ever. They just think, get on adverts. Okay.
Yep. Now, there's a few clubs. So Omonia Radipo keep getting fined for taking too many people to away games. So in the first division, you're allowed 50 away fans. In the second division and lower, you're only allowed 25. And Omonia Radipo and the other Omonia keep getting fined for taking too many people. And the home team keeps getting fined for letting in too many people.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So
the Ghazi B had Omonia against Omonia, and one of the main stands was just full of green and white, and the other stands weren't. There was nothing.
Yeah. No, that makes sense because Omonia Gosinia, in theory, were the home team. Now, I'm just looking through these very quickly to see if there's anything else in here, but there's nothing that's jumping out at me. Those were the two things that jumped out at me. So, there you go. There you go. There's your Vrionides update for this week.
Yay!
It's time to spin the wheel. What is coming? We don't know. Spin the wheel now.
And that is that. Are we done? Is there anything else?
I think that's it. You know,
Mate, we did it in under 2 hours.
Yeah, we talked about the cup, didn't we? We did that. Shpilevsky 100 games. We did that.
I can't believe it. I thought it was going to be like 4 hours.
Oh my God, we did it. We did it. We did it. We got everything in.
Ah, diggity.
Oh.
Lovely. Excellent. Well, thank you, boys and girls, for tuning in. Don't forget to visit our website, www.nc-network.com. If you feel like being part of the team, i.e. writing articles anonymously, by the way, because we don't put people's names unless they ask us to, you can email us, contact@nc-network.com. Give us a follow on social media, Instagram and X @ThisIsMappa. Tasso has his own Instagram and Twitter right there.
Yeah, there it is. @Flares Gaffes.
Splendid. Anything else?
What I will say is, look out for this week's Culture Ultras podcast. I will be on there talking about Cypriot football.
When is that out?
I don't know. I'm going to have to confirm it with the lads. But there's a few things we talk about Cypriot football. I think I ended up calling Charlie Masunda the Darren Anderton for the TikTok generation or something like that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And Alex says, thanks, guys, for This Is Mappa, best podcast for Cypriot football. Have a great week. You too, bro. Thank you to everyone tuning in. Thank you for everyone that has commented. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't, I don't know why you're watching this if you haven't subscribed, because I don't know anyone that actually looks for Cypriot football and just tunes in for us. But don't forget to subscribe. And
we're nice guys. We're nice guys.
We try to be anyway. Well, you're nice. You're nice.
I'm not going to fight you on
that. Yeah. Right. Hi there. Good night, boys and girls. Be safe. Be good. And let's see what happens next week, because that's going to be